Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your week of January 10th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy over here on the left coming into this week, and we're going to look at some potential challenges for you here in the center. And over on the right, we're going to look at some potential outcome cards for you as well. We're going to get some more details on all these cards in a bit by getting some more cards out and clarifying them. We're also going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings though, Sagittarius. I was going to call you a Scorpio there for a second, but these are general readings, so some of this, all of this, or maybe even none of this will resonate with you. If it does resonate, that's beautiful, that's awesome. If it doesn't resonate, it's just not part of your message, so don't try to make something fit that doesn't. Without further ado, this is looking like a very interesting reading already here. I see a lot of dynamics going on right out of the gate, so that's really promising. But we'll start off with your energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Two of Pentacles here. A very good sustained energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles talks about that sustain. I don't know if that's a word or not, but sustaining things. It does really good with that, because you can see there's this infinity sign wrapped around the Two Pentacles, and that's to say this could maintain forever if need be, or if you wanted it to as well. With the Devil here and the Queen of Pentacles as well, I feel like there's this real good sense of balance between work and play. So I feel like you're in a really good position for that. For others though, I'm looking at maybe feeling like you're changing your work at this time as well, because you can see here these two people, which are the lovers over here in your outcomes, they're chained to the Devil, and it's almost as if to say like you're kind of chained to something. You feel like you're stuck with something, but with the chains here, they're very loose, right? Those chains could come up and over those people's heads, no problem, and they could walk away from the Devil if they really wanted to. It's just kind of, do they realize that or not? Do you realize that or not, Sagittarius? And yeah, like I say, you might feel chained to a person with the Queen of Pentacles here, or it might be again just to like work or the hustle or whatever you're doing at this time. You might feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle with that Two of Pentacles, or again, you might feel like you're stuck with a person as well with that Queen of Pentacles. So it could be an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. The Devil here is Capricorn's card, so maybe it is a Capricorn, most likely for some of you, but it could be any sign as well, because these are general readings here. But yeah, we're just really got either a good fair balance for some of you, or for others feeling like you're just all work and no play. Here in the center, we got some interesting challenges, because we got the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. King of Cups can say you're very emotionally distraught at this time, or very emotionally worked up, like you don't have those in check, right? The King of Cups is very much a person who doesn't let his emotions rule him; he rules over them, right? And with the Ace of Cups here, like it might just be a thing where you're just feeling so much at a time here, and really desperate for a change with the Tower as well, right? The Tower represents a big time upheaval, a big change, a big middle finger to the status quo, right? Like it's this kind of a change here. So I like that. With the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups here, again, like I say, your emotions might be a little out of whack at this time, or you feel like you're just feeling a bit of everything, a bit of too much of the negative stuff, or maybe just feeling a whole lot of everything here too. And with the Devil here, like for a lot of you, I feel like, again, you feel like you're chained to something here. And I feel like there's kind of like, this is just making you feel so bad at this time, and you're really desperate for this change here. Over here in your outcomes, though, we have the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. Now, what's an interesting dynamic here is that twos in tarot represent choices and decisions. So we have a choice here at the start of your reading, and we also have a choice here at the end of your reading as well. So very interesting. Maybe that choice is something that's going to be, playing throughout this week or throughout the future here for you. Is like, are you going to keep, being chained? Are you going to say that you are still chained to the Devil, or are you going to take the chains off here? And again, we got that choice again here in the future as well. Maybe, or maybe not exactly that choice. Maybe something a little different. With the Hierophant and the Lovers here, the Hierophant is Taurus's card and the Lovers is Gemini's card. So you may have one of those two signs, or maybe even both in your chart, or might be dealing with one of them too. I did say before with that Queen of Pentacles that could also be Taurus, who is a fellow Earth sign here. So very much, again, there's that energy as well, where I feel like we're having that choice. Are you choosing to stay with the old, or are you moving on to something new here, right? Which is interesting as well. Oh, excuse me. for those of you out there who are looking for love, because the Two of Cups and the Lovers both represent soulmates. Both represent someone who wants to stick around, someone who wants to be big time important in your life. Now, a lot of people generally, when they say soulmate, they mean a partner, a lover, someone like that. And of course, with the Lovers, I feel with this is very much that way. But don't think that that's all that means. It can also mean like a best friend type of person coming into your life. It can also mean someone like a family member who you suddenly have a strong connection with, or who you do have a strong connection as well. Maybe they're going to be a key factor for you here in the future. And sometimes soulmates can even be pets as well. So, but if it is a pet for you, don't be one of those people that could adopt a pet or get a pet and then, like, you know, a couple months down the road, you're like, I can't take care of them. I get rid of them. That's terrible. Don't do that. But here, I just feel like for a lot of you, it's probably love. I feel like this is kind of a toxic relationship for most of you with the Devil here. And Devil is a manipulator, is someone who wants to, you know, only achieve their own ends. They don't care about you. They're just kind of treat you as sort of a plaything or a toy here. And it's interesting to see how the Lovers are chained up, but yet in your outcomes, they're free, right? It's that kind of 180 you do here, almost like realizing this person is bad for you. This person is toxic for you. Something I will say to you that happened in the first ever online tarot reading I ever did in my life. Someone told me that in order to be with the person like of my dreams that I wanted to be with, I couldn't be with the person who was making me feel bad and really killing my inner child and stuff, because that person just wasn't for me. I needed to break the chains and go forward and find the person I actually want to be with, right? And that very much could be the same to be said for you here as well. And with the Hierophant here as well, like I talked about, it was Taurus's card, of course, but the Hierophant also represents learning and a growing, right? And I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here. You know, don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people manipulate you, right? Don't let people tell you that, oh, these chains are on so tight, you'll never get away. You need me, right? Because you don't. You can move on. There's always another path forward here. Sagittarius, I don't know, I want to call you Virgo there for a second. The only earth sign that hasn't popped up yet, I guess. But let's take a look at your clarifiers here in just a moment. Before we do, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it all so much. I hope this is resonating and helping you out. Even if it isn't, there might be something a little later on that does. And if the message entirely doesn't resonate with you, I still hope things are going good for you as well. So thank you for being here. After these clarifiers, though, we're tying everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around for that. And let's get in. We got the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, there's that walking away in energy with the with the Eight of Cups, rather. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something that's good, but not great, not perfect, not my dream, right? The Ten of Cups is your dream life here. So you're walking away from that. I feel like this is a very negative energy, though, that you're walking away from. Maybe this is someone who's saying, like, things are good, why would you want to change it, right? That might be something you might be dealing with, or something you might be dealing with. But there's a lot of conflict here. Fives in tarot represent conflicts. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. I feel like this person might be, if it is a relationship for you, those of you, that this person is very much telling you, you know, you're nothing without me, right? The Five of Pentacles, you'll be cast out in the cold. Well, you do. There's no hope for you. No one's going to help you out. And with the Five of Cups, they're really focusing on saying like, hey, look at what's, you know, you've ruined this already. And like, we barely have these two cups left. This is all we have left. And it's because you're the one, you know, ruining things on us here. You know, I feel like this person is very toxic. So again, there's that want to walk away from them, even though they're spouting this garbage, right? Because you know deep down, like, this isn't how a relationship works. You know, it doesn't matter how bad it gets, you know, someone doesn't treat you like this, right? That, you know, if you want to be in a positive relationship. So I love that. I love that you want to go away regardless. Like, there is that want. And of course, I see you breaking the chains at the end. For those of you who are not, you know, in that kind of a situation, it's just saying, like, you know, you can walk away and find better for yourself as well, right? I love with this Five of Cups, in the other versions, like the Rider-Waite versions of the Five of Cups, the person's so focused on the empty cups. This person's focused on the good and seeing that there is still solutions to his problem. There is still ways to achieve what he wants to achieve here at this time. It's just here, it's like, you know, here he's focused on the good. He's focused on what could happen here. So let's take a look at your clarifiers for your challenges here, for your challenge cards. What do we got? we've got the Two of Swords, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. There's more conflict there with the Five of Wands. So yeah, Five of Wands is like chaos, competition. This might be a sort of a thing where they're kind of there's a lot of things competing for your attention. All right, a lot of things competing for like what you want to have, like, or what they want you to put your time into, right? Almost as if someone's like trying to say like, hey, over here, this is what's important. Or, this person, this devil back here saying, no, I'm the most important. You need to focus on me. Or your job saying, no, you need to focus on this. Don't, F off with your home life. That kind of thing. Like, it might be a lot of different forces pulling you this way and that, right? With the Two of Swords here as well, there might be this energy like where you're like, I just need to stick with the devil I know, right? Like, this is like something I can work around. Like, at least I know what they're going to be like, so maybe I shouldn't move on from them. With the Empress here as well, I feel like this is that person really, and yourself kind of focusing on the negative, focusing on scarcity rather than abundance, right? Like I said, this person's focusing on saying like, look what you've lost for us. Look where you're going to be if you leave me now. You're going to be out in the cold. Yeah, and there's that Empress reinforcing that. Maybe that's you yourself feeling that way, feeling like, that's what'll happen if I leave this person. Again, that devil, you'd rather deal with them, have what little you have rather than move on here. And I feel like that is such a negative way to look at things. It's such a way to look at stuff as if I've already lost, right? Like, I might as well salvage what little I have in this bad situation because I've already lost, right? There's a game, not to compare these situations as 1-to-1 here, but similarly, there's this game I play with some friends of mine, and you construct a deck of cards beforehand. And a lot of times when I see newer players play the game, they talk about putting in cards that help you when you're in like a bad situation. Like, the person envisions a doomsday scenario, right? And then they say, no, this is... I'm putting this in just in case that ever happens, right? And it's kind of saying, like, setting yourself up for failure, for like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, yes, this is going to go bad, but like, I'd rather be in the bad stuff and getting ready for the bad stuff rather than focusing on good and focusing on, achieving and winning and moving forward, right? Like, I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. This person's trying to make you really focus on like, oh, this is going to go bad and this is going to go so shit. If you move on, you should stay with me, even though it is terrible and things aren't going good and I treat you like crap. I want you to stay here because this is where I want you. And shouldn't you do that? Shouldn't you stick with the devil right? But let's take a look and see what we got for your outcome cards here as well. What you got clarifying them here too. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That's so good. Queen of Pentacles. There's that hard-working energy. There's that positivity. There's the Queen of Pentacles repeating again, right? Like, there's that good stuff, right? Like, I love that. That's, again, you're working hard. You really want to nurture and grow. Like, you don't want to stagnate. You don't want to stay put. I love it. You got the Seven of Pentacles again, working hard, but feeling like there is an obstacle in front of you, which I feel like is this person, this devil. They are that obstacle in front of you, but I feel like you can overcome them because there's so much positive energy down here. What with the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. There's so much positive energy here that I feel like you just need to move on. The Seven of Pentacles can also talk about cutting your losses as well, like saying like, you know what, this isn't going anywhere. Let's just call it here. Like the, was it Kenny? I don't know. Is it Kenny Rogers? And the song, like, I know when to hold them, right? You gotta know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when, I can't remember the whole song here. But, like, it's kind of like that. Like, you gotta, like, maybe know when to cut your losses and just know when to fold them, right? And I feel like that's kind of saying this here is, like, you gotta know when to kind of be like, all right, this relationship has gone as far as it has. This person's treating me like crap. I need to move on. I need to start something new with the Fool. And the Fool is the start of something new, taking a leap of faith, betting on yourself, saying like, no, I can overcome this. I can do this. And that doesn't matter if this is love or business or whatever. I feel like this is just you saying like, hey, I'm going to move on. I'm going to go in a positive direction because I know I can do it. Not because, this person is telling me and treating me so badly and stuff and trying to force me out or trying to put me under their thumb. And yes, that's definitely a part of it because nobody should be treated like that. But I'm betting on myself regardless oh, excuse me, regardless of what they say, I'm betting on myself and moving forward here. I love it. That's fantastic. That's so good, Sagittarius. So let's tie this all off with an oracle card. See what we got going on here for you. Hopefully everything's going good. If you hope this has been resonating, hopefully this has been helping you out. Let's tie this all off, all right? We got the koi fish spirit saying there is always enough. Right? There isn't always enough. And then maybe that's what that person's threatening you with. Remember, like the 3 cups that have been emptied here with the 5 of cups. You know, maybe they're going to threaten you with that. They're going to say, like, look what we've lost. Like, look, that's never coming back. You did this to us. But the koi fish spirit is telling us that there is always enough. There's going to be enough out there for you. You know, there's going to be abundance. There's going to be love. There's going to be, you know, learning. There's going to be a new beginning for you. There is enough out there for you, Sagittarius. And I think a lot of that doesn't include them, and I think they realize that you realize that, and that scares them, and that's why they're trying so hard to cling on to you, because that's what they want out of their life. They want you, and they want you under their thumb, because they realize that all the stuff they're saying about you is what they're saying about themselves. So I hope that's helped you out. I hope that's resonated with you, Sagittarius. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit that thumbs up, that like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you can find this video, or this channel, and these videos as I upload them every week. And check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too. Thank you again for being here, Sagittarius, and I hope to see you in the next video.